Then from 65 to 72, that was Tompkins. And then we went down here. That's another long story. But it was a battle to go from Tompkins down here because I was out of a job and everything. But one thing for sure, Packard gave me time off to start, getting used to the building Tompkins. Because I went in and told them what our plans were, and they admired me. He said, so many people try to work on the side and work their missed days there at Packard to take care of the business. I said, I don't want to start like that because they get back and I'll lose my job. So I went in and talked to them and said, yeah, they thought it was a great idea. And some of them would come up and look at it and they admired it. But we would have kept Tompkins. We had a plan there. Because, there was another store adjacent to that. That was double. There was a meat. They sold meats.
What was the name of that? That other store?
He had a name, because he did meats. I don't remember.
Okay.
But it was one building, but the owners lived upstairs.
Okay.
So anyway, there, I'm trying to keep it straight here.
Because you're talking about the move up the street.
Down here.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to tear that out and make it bigger. And same business, but just a little different. But then friendship, when Reverend Richardson came, they all decided that they didn't want no beer and wine sold in this area. So Bob and I, the only one lived in this ward. It was 5th Ward then. So it was 5th, or I forget what it were, but we was the only one in this ward. And all the other businesses, they were white, all white. They was in another ward. So it was tough.
Wow, so...
But I just prayed,
Yes.
And it was hard because things was just in a jam, but I just prayed, not long prayers. So then he said, we had to close down, you got to close it down, beer and wine. So we all met, the owners, Twilight Bar and all of them. So what you do, if you would accept the challenge, we got to get a lawyer. They'd pay for the lawyer, because I'm the only one in the ward. And we would take care, we would work like that. But the thing of it is, see, our people, I shouldn't put this on camera.
No, we want to tell the truth, because what you're saying is the truth.
Yeah. They did a lot until church down there, and some of them at the church was our main customers, So they were, I don't know if they're ashamed for us to sell beer to them or not. So, I don't know, but it's got all mixed up there.
So that was one of the main reasons why you all bought the store at the other end of the street?
And how this store came in. We had a point, they were, friendship, Reverend Richardson and all, they all had the meetings and everything. So one night I attended the meeting. I was the only one who could attend. All these others got the big business. They couldn't because they weren't in the ward. So I was at the meeting. And they were saying, yeah, they're going to do so and so and so and yada, yada, yada. So I'm sitting quietly, and I'm here to do the right thing. So I got up and said, she said, yeah, go shut it all down. Yeah, even close it out. We're going to do this. This is a good neighborhood and all that. And one of them got up and said, I said, well, I'm not going to roll over and play dead. And I left. I didn't stay for the meeting. But see, what they didn't know, when one voice from downtown was speaking over here, they would bring it to me. So, but we finally got it. Then we had to decide, but when Bob left Republic Steel, they told me anytime if something go wrong, you come back, you have no seniority, but you have a job. And I was told the same thing at Packard. So that way we was in good shape. So, oh boy, but when I got the letter from Columbus, the day we had to close, mail a license in, I didn't get upset. I just said, oh Lord, it's all in your hand. It's all in your hand. So then, when Bob came to work, he came at 1 because I used to go at 1 down here. I told him, I said, I got to go and fix dinner. I said, I want some collard greens, candy yams. It's what I'm cooking for dinner. Because when I get upset, I have to cook, do something. So I goes down there. I got these papers. I got to close it down a certain date. Okay, I got 2 kids both in school. So I goes on down to fruit market. And over there getting my greens. I put 2 bunches in the bag, and the lady started talking. Did you hear about what's happening to, she didn't know me. Did you hear what was happening to some people up there on Niles Road? I said, oh, what happened to them? She said, they got to close down. She said, I wish it was me. I only got 2 bunches in the bag. I said, why would you wish it was you? Because I wanted to get rid of this place. Boy, I am, because her son had died. And I said, oh? And she said, yeah. And she just kept on talking. I said, you would sell this place? She said, I sure would. And so I said, you know what? I changed my mind about the greens. I said, I'll think of something else for dinner. And I left. So I go back to the store, same thing. This is Trey tell Bob what she said. He told me again she was lying. I'm just like the bird. But then one of the beer drivers had come in and told him the story, not about me, but she wants to sell. And Bob, after a while, he said, what do you think? I said, I don't know. I said, I don't know what to think, because he got a date to turn the license in. I said, well, that's all right. We'll have to be obedient. So we went down and talked to her. She was good to go. And so was we. All we had to do was get stuff together.
Wow.
That was it.
So you ended up with another location, another store on the same street.
Same street, and putting it closer to home.
Yes.
Everything, I think about it now, just like, and I just sit here in the morning, I just thank God, because, I never begged him, but he knows the heart. And I didn't get upset with them at the church, but some of them, they came here and apologized. So they gonna hide from me. But see, when you've got Christ in your life, and you know your life, what people think and say, you just gotta keep moving. Keep moving.
Amen.
Because they find things, but when they point at you, one thing is coming back to them. Be nice. Yeah.
So how long did you all have the store
Down here.
at the other location?
From 72 to 82.
Okay. So, did you feel safe? Did you ever have any criminal activity happen in your church? Well, what happened?
I got held up. Things had been stolen. They would break in, oh my goodness, just take tons of stuff and be selling it on the street. Because some people would come in and tell me, one guy was up on Briar Street, he had all his Colt 45, all that stuff in his trunk selling it. But they wouldn't tell who. Nothing I could do about that. But I had a hard time trying to get insurance down here. Because this area is crime. But we managed to get the insurance. We had the insurance almost less than a year. It was very expensive, but we had to have it. And if it hadn't been for that, I don't know what would have happened, because after they broke in there, so one time, and it was over $10,000 worth of stuff, because what they did, we had the coolers back there, they took everything out, just like they had a sweeper to sweep it all out. They cleaned out the walk-in cooler. They just took and opened up a big bag of, big garbage bag, packed, and went to the shelves. It seemed like they just swept everything off, because I had to remember what was there, So when the adjuster came out, it was over $10,000. It was tough, but we still recouped from that. and we had cigarettes and stuff, and all that stuff was gone. But